Well, a Bay Area candle maker found herself dealing with what else? A product shortage during the pandemic.
As Fox 13 photojournalist Barry Wong shows us, her solution is now helping foster a sense of neighborhood pride.
I'm very into smells. I always have been as a little kid. And I had a slight obsession with candles as a young adult and was spending far too much money buying candles for my apartment. So Olfaction actually is the sense of smell, and that's kind of how I came up with the name for the company. The olfactory system is actually, of our senses, the one that is most strongly linked to memory. And I think for me it just all ties together there, is creating really beautiful scent stories that trigger memories and different things from our past. So making candles in the simplest form is taking a solid wax, I like soy, melting it down to a very specific temperature where it's liquid, and then adding a fragrance oil that is a specific weight and ratio to the wax you're adding. This is one of our most popular for fall. It's pumpkin spice latte. We added the fragrance around 185, and that's a perfect temperature for the fragrance to bind with the liquid wax. And now we're letting it cool just a little bit so that when we pour it into our containers, it's ready to cool and doesn't cool too fast or too warm. There's something about pouring candles to me that puts you in almost like a meditative state. And letting it cure and letting it take probably about 5 to 10 days to kind of become a solid, and then light it up and let it fill your home. When I started Olfaction in 2013, I had this nice clear glass with my logo laser etched onto it. During the pandemic, these were not available to me, and so I had to kind of pivot. So just out of need, really, I designed a label, and I decided to show a little neighborhood pride. This is a great neighborhood where I live, and everyone was being very neighborly and helpful during the pandemic. And I thought, why not start with a Riverside Heights candle? And I made this, and it had such a great response, and then neighboring Seminole Heights wanted a candle. And it just kind of kept going from there, and I thought, okay, well, we're onto something here. And it completely changed and rebranded who Olfaction was, and turned into showing off your neighborhood pride and being able to customize what you want it to say. Once this became a thing, it just turned into all things Tampa, all things local. And so we've got Bolts and Bucks, a little Tom Brady. We have Tampa Bay, and yeah, it was definitely an offshoot of our regular label. And now we're in other cities and other states around the U.S., and they're showcasing their local teams and their local neighborhoods. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Paige from Olfaction, and all of this is made in Tampa Bay.
Or Champa Bay, if you were paying attention to that.
I wonder what that candle smells like.
Right?
Victory.
Victory. To keep up with all the Made in Tampa Bay stories, past and present, remember to follow Made in Tampa Bay Fox 13 on Instagram.